Johnny Murray here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be ranking. This is a weird one. It's going to be very controversial, but I'm going to actually explain some things. My favorite top 10, or my top 10 favorite video game music. Now, first thing is, finding a title for this was actually a lot harder than you may have think, because there's so many different options. You go top 10 best video game songs, top 10 favorite, top 10 favorite OST, favorite soundtrack, favorite video game song. But I just went with music, and I'll kind of explain why. Is because I'm not just ranking, my favorite games with the music, the OST. It could be soundtrack music, OST, songs, it could be whatever. But some of them I'm just gonna have as the franchise, right? So I'm not just gonna say, I'm not gonna say like Mario Galaxy. I'm just gonna say Super Mario music, right? I'm just gonna say Mario music. That's just an example. But if there was a game for you guys that is very specific, that you can specifically say, like, yeah, this one definitely had the best for me, then yeah, go ahead and say it. Because there are a couple where I just say a specific game. But then there's also some that only have one game in the franchise, or only one that has that specific song or music. So, but for some of them I did just say a franchise. But then also, to add on, just to have a little more fun, I'm going to be saying my favorite, like, specific song from the OST or soundtrack. That way, kind of do that. Now, this is no way, shape, or form in my grading music. I don't even know how you would grade music, like say what's better or what's worse or whatnot. I honestly don't really know. The lighting is going crazy right now on the camera, so I do apologize for that. But no, so this is just completely biased. This is probably going to be the most biased and like opinionated like one ever, because I mean, it's just whatever music I find taste in, and your list will be whatever kind of music you find taste in. Now, I'll be honest, I'm more of a cinematic, orchestral, epic. Sometimes rock is a big one for me. But I'm not. I have a couple of pop musics in here, but I'm really not the like super upbeat dance like disco like songs, right? I'm more just into the like OST cinematic stuff, So you can pretty much get a nice taste of the music I like out of this list that I'm about to do. So that being said, let's go ahead and start with coming in at last place, Injustice. And this is going to be the main theme of Injustice. Now, there are two Injustice games, and I'm not going to say Gods Among Us or Injustice 2, because the song is both in both of the games. However, it was played more in Injustice Gods Among Us. So if you want to be specific, I guess we can go with that. But I don't know, I just like it. It kind of reminds me of the Avengers song, and every time it plays, I just feel like I'm so pumped and so ready to get into the action, and some moments in the story mode just feel really cool when they start playing the music. So it really just is a really nice. It's just a really nice song. It's probably one of my favorite fighting game songs, like for video games, apart from like something like the more Mortal Kombat theme. But I couldn't specify what Mortal Kombat, and yeah, I just didn't put Mortal Kombat. I just felt more like the Injustice theme. So there's that. Coming in 9th place is one that many fans will know for sure, Assassin's Creed. So this one, if you guys already know where I'm going with this, perhaps one of the greatest, or in my opinion, the greatest Assassin's Creed song of all time. That is Ezio's theme. Man, Ezio's theme means so much to all Assassin's Creed fans. Let me tell you, the nostalgia, the importance that song has on the franchise, what it brings to the story, to the character. It's such a nice melody. It really is. Like, every time I hear it, I just instantly think back to some Assassin's Creed games, and just brings back some good memories, man. I absolutely love Ezio's theme, man, for sure. Coming in 8th place is one you probably didn't expect to be on here, really, and that is Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread is very new, actually, and I like a lot of the music in this game. Some of the boss battle music really hits hard, but my favorite for me is Samus Aran's main theme. It kind of starts out with that kind of like horror sci-fi that kind of like Metroid Dread kind of goes for, but then it kind of switches into like you're standing in front of your hero and like very like uplifting music, and I don't know, I just feel with it, man. I really rock with it. I've been listening to it a lot here recently, so definitely one of my favorites. Coming in 7th place is probably a series you probably expected to be on here, and that is Legend of Zelda. Now, I could go on about, and I'm sure many fans can, about how great Legend of Zelda music is, right? I mean, it's amazing. One of the best parts of Legend of Zelda is the music. I'm not gonna deny that. But for me, I will say on some of these I did cheat. I put more than one of my favorite songs. I couldn't really choose, and this is one of them. I have, of course, the main theme of Legend of Zelda. Who doesn't love the main theme? And then I think I'm pronouncing this right, Gordo Valley. I just really rock with both those songs. They just feel good songs that I can just vibe with, and just, I don't know, I just feel good every time I hear it. So definitely like those two for sure. Coming in 6th place, is weird that it's coming in 6th place. It's weird to say that, but this is my favorite game of all time, Ghost of Tsushima. The music does such a good job in the game. Unfortunately, it's not necessarily music that I'll always want to like listen to on my playlist, but it is really, really good. I do listen to it quite a bit. It's just overall just really, really good music. It hits hard emotionally. Just you feel awesome when you listen to it. My favorite is pretty basic, but I mean it's the main theme pretty much, is Jin Sakai's theme. Especially the opening when he's touching the grass on the horse. Oh man, the music hits like so good. I can't even tell you how good it hits. God, the light in the background is really annoying. But no, Ghost of Tsushima just has great music. You can tell the way the music works. It really does help set a mood. Like from when you're going from hunted to the hunter, the mood of the music really switches. For certain like moments in the story, the music just hits hard, man. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima has great music. Coming in 5th place, again, a franchise you probably expected to be on here. And that is Pokemon. Pokemon is known for having some of the best bops, man. Let me tell you. Now, I couldn't necessarily come up with a favorite song, so I came with the ones that I listen to quite a bit and I think are really nice. Starting off with the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl main theme. So I was just gonna go with the Gen 4, but I really like what the remakes main themes did. Basically took the Gen 4 main theme, and mixed in some other music in there, like Red and Blue. You got some of the Rival music in there. It kind of mixes a lot, and then it does its own thing as well. I just really like that. And then this one's a bit of a shocker. I also got the main theme of Pokemon Stadium. It's just, it feels so iconic and classic, but yet it's different enough to make itself stand out. So I like that one for sure. So Pokemon's huge, especially with the music. Coming in 4th place is one of my favorite games, and a big part of it is the music, and that is Death's Door. Yes, indie sensation, man. Let me tell you, Death's Door is so good, and the music is just as good. And this one was a pretty obvious one for which song I like the best, and it's actually weird because it's the main theme, but it's kind of like rock, and it's actually in the OST, and that is The Last Lord. It's just the Death's Door song, but rock. I love it. It's great. So definitely Death's Door. I mean, but even then, of course, you got the Death's Door theme. You got Aviation, I think, is one of them. One of them is like a carousel or something. I'm trying to remember some of the other songs, The Last Guardian or something. Yeah, there's a lot that just is really nice. Of course, some of the valleys and areas just have such peaceful music. I love it. Yeah. Coming in third place is Spider-Man. Now I'm going to be a little more specific. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, this kind of figures, seeing I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and Miles Morales himself loves music. My goodness, why is that like that? Miles Morales himself loves music, and he actually tries to be an artist sometimes. So with that kind of character, you expect the soundtrack to be really good, and it is. There's a lot of great songs. One of them I knew instantly, which one's my favorite, and it's called I'm Ready. I really like that song. But if I had to choose the second one, I'm not saying this is like another cheap moment, but This Is My Time is also a great song. That was in its launch trailer. I really do like that as well, so very nice. Coming in as our runner-up, second place, is a game I feel like should be on everybody's top 10 list. That's because just of how important this game's music is in the gaming industry. Because when someone asks you, what's a game that has a good OST, or what's some of the best video game music, I feel like this game always comes up in the conversation. And that is Doom Eternal. I mean, it's Doom Eternal. Do I even have to say anything about Doom Eternal's music? It's headbanging awesomeness. That's really all I have to say. Now, I couldn't choose one of my favorites because they're all very similar and they're all great in their own way. But if I had to choose favorite, I got either Gladiator Boss. I really like that one. I think that one's my favorite. But then you also got Cultist Base, which that one might be my favorite as well. I really don't know. They're both great. Of course, there's some other ones. Rip and Tear is obviously a great one. You got the opening music, which I really like. So yeah, just Doom Eternal. I don't even have to say anymore. It's Doom Eternal. But coming in first place, this is one of the most clear number one spots I've ever had doing any ranking. When I came up with this topic, I knew instantly what was going to be in first place. And to me, this is one of the most perfect video game OSTs ever. That's because it just works so well with the game. It means so much to the game, and it has so much variety. It's just great music. Coming in first place, Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Final Fantasy VII has some of the best music in the entire gaming industry. Let me tell you. My favorite song, I feel like, is a lot of people's One Winged Angel. Love it. Sephiroth's theme. Sephiroth. Love it, man. But no, there's other great songs like Bombing Mission, Aerith's theme, of course. You got Those Who Fight Further, which is more of a rock song, and there's just so much variety in the OST. I just really love it, and just yeah, I've never had a more clear number one. It just Final Fantasy VII music just hits different. It really does. But let me know what you guys think down below. What is some of your favorite video game music and songs? This was my top 10. Remember, this is just mine, completely biased. It's not right, it's not wrong. It's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Johnny Morales. Peace.